Good morning, my dear students. How are you all? I hope you all are absolutely fine, and I am also feeling absolutely well. So, students, I hope you enjoyed my previous video, and today we are going to read this story, the remaining story. Okay? So, students, as you all know, that we are doing story that is from the diary of Annie Frank, and it is a very interesting story. I like this story so much, and I hope you also like this story. Okay, my dear students. So in previous video I have told you that Annie is telling about herself before she is going to start the diary, because she thinks that if you don't know her background, then how will you understand, why will you be interested to know about the girl. So she has introduced herself that she has a elder sister and her father. She says that my father is very adorable, and she has grandmother also. So now we are going to move forward and let's see what happens in this story. Okay, students. So we are here in this paragraph right here. I started right away at the Montessori Nursery School. I stayed there until I was 6, at which time I started in the first form. In the sixth form, my teacher was Mrs. Cuperus, the head mistress. At the end of the year, we were both in tears as we said a heartbreaking farewell. So, in this paragraph, Annie is talking about her school. So, she is saying that she got admission in Montessori nursery school, and she stayed there until she was until she was age 6. So, when she was age 6, she was in first form, first class, and then in the sixth, she is talking about her teacher, Mrs. Cuperus, who is the headmistress also. And at the end of the year, means when they have completed their schooling, they were both in tears. It was very sad moment for them, both of the girl, she and her elder sister, because of the farewell. Let's see what is given in the next paragraph. In the summer of 1941, Grandma fell ill and had to have an operation, so my birthday passed with little celebration. So she's talking about her grandmother. She says that in 1941 summer, my grandma means grandmother, she fell ill, and that's why she didn't celebrate her birthday with so much excitement. So she says that my birthday passed with little celebration. There was not huge celebration because my grandmother was ill. Okay, students. So let's see what is given in the next paragraph. Grandma died in January 1942. No one knows how often I think of her and still love her. This birthday celebration in 1942 was intended to make up for the other, and the grandma's candle was lit along with the rest. So she's saying that my grandmother died. She's talking about her grandmother. She says that her grandmother died in 1942 in January, and she still misses her. She still loves her, and the birthday celebration in 1942 is not so good. She's missing so much, and it was not at all good as it used to be before. So let's move forward. The four of us are still doing well. So, students, four of us, who are the four of us? Annie, her elder sister, Margot, parents. Okay, so mummy, papa, Annie, and elder sister. These are the four people here. She's saying that still our grandmother passed away, but still we are fine. We are doing well, and that brings me to present date. That is 20 June 1942, and the solemn dedication of my diary. So, till now, she has introduced whatever happened in her life, and she says that now I'm going to write. Today is my first day of writing this diary. So, now she will write every day whatever happened in her life. So, before we move forward, let's do this exercise which is given. So again, it is oral comprehension check. So you have to give answers orally. As I have suggested, you can give answers to your parents, to your elder brothers or sisters, or to your best friends. So question number one is, why does Annie provide a brief sketch of her life? Very easy question, students. Why did she tell about her life, a brief sketch? So as I told you that nobody would be interested if she is not going to tell about herself. Introduction is important. Second one, what tells you that Annie loved her grandmother? We have just read that Annie is so much close to her grandmother. She didn't celebrate her birthday because of her grandmother. So you all can give answers easily. Go through the paragraph once again and give answers. Okay. So let's continue ahead and see what is given in the next paragraph. So now she is writing the actual diary, the diary which is Kitty. Okay. So Saturday, 20th of June, 1942. Okay. So she says, "Dearest Kitty, our entire class is quaking in its boots. The reason, of course, is the forthcoming meeting in which the teachers decide who'll move up to the next form and who'll be kept back." So Annie is talking about her school and she's saying that entire class is quaking in its boot. Means entire class, everybody in the class is very nervous because now the teachers are meeting and they will decide that who is going to pass and who is going to fail. So they will decide who will move up, means who will go to the next class and who will be remained in the same class. Half the class is making bets. Half the class is making bets that will you be pass or will you be fail. GN and I. So GN may be the short form of somebody, maybe short form of Annie's friend. GN. So we do not know the full form. We'll discover later. So GN and I. GN is a name like RP, KN, GN. So GN and I laugh ourselves silly at the two boys behind us, CN and Jakes, who have staked their entire holiday savings on their bet. So Annie is saying that GN and I are laughing so much because there are boys behind us who are CN and Jakes. They have uh, they have bet and they have kept their entire holiday saving for their bet. So that's why we are laughing so much. From morning to night, it's you are going to pass. No, I am not. Yes, you are. No, I am not. Even G's pleading glances and my angry outburst can't calm them down. If you ask me, there are so many dummies that about a quarter of the class should be kept back, but teachers are the most unpredictable creatures on earth. So Annie is saying that GN, Annie's friend, and Annie, they both are fighting. GN is saying that you are going to pass, and Annie is saying that GN is going to pass. Sit no, you are going to pass, no, you are going to pass. So they both are fighting, but because they are not very sure about their exam, especially about the mathematics exam, so she's saying that I don't know what's going to be a result, and I think quarter of the class, quarter means one fourth, 25% of the class is going to fail, but we cannot say anything because teachers, us, are the most unpredictable creatures. So, yes, it happens sometimes. You think that you'll be failed, but you are passed. Sometimes you think you're going to top, but you will not get good marks. So, of course, teachers are most unpredictable. You cannot guess anything about teachers. So this is right. I agree. I'm not so worried about my girlfriends and myself will make it. The only subject I'm not sure about is maths. Anyway, all we can do is wait. Until then, we keep telling each other not to lose heart. So Annie is saying that I don't have much tension about myself and about my friends because we have done quite better. We have done fine, and we will make it. We will make it means that we will clear our examination. But Annie is saying the only subject which I am worried is maths, and we cannot do because after giving exam you cannot do. You can only wait and watch because you do not know the result. You can only pray to God that God please make me pass. So we are just waiting and we are telling each other that have patience, do not lose heart. Okay, so let's continue. I get along pretty well with all my teachers. There are 9 of them, 7 men and 2 women. Mr. Key Singh, the old fogey who teaches maths, was annoyed with me for ages because I talked so much. So Annie is talking about her school teachers and she is saying that I have very good relation with my teachers. She says pretty well with all my teachers, so she has very good bonding with her teachers, and she is saying there are 9 teachers. 7 are men, means 7 are male, and 2 are women, 2 are female. She is talking about Mr. Keesing. So Mr. Keesing is an old teacher, kind of aged teacher who teaches math, and Mr. Casing is so much annoyed with the girl Annie because she talks a lot. So for a long time Mr. Casing doesn't like the girl because she talks a lot in the class. Even I don't like students who talk in my class. So same story for all the teachers. After several warnings, he assigned me extra homework, an essay on the subject, a chatterbox. A chatterbox. What can you write about that? I would worry about that later. I decided. I jotted down the title in my notebook, tucked it in my bag, and tried to keep quiet. So, Mr. Keesing, as already know, Mr. Keesing is so much annoyed with Annie because she talks a lot in the class. So, Keesing gave her Mr. Keesing gave her so much warning, and then he, as a punishment, he said that uh, you have to write a homework, you have to write an essay on a topic, a chatterbox. So she says that I don't know about chatterbox, I don't know what should I write about chatterbox. So I just wrote the title on my notebook and I tucked it in my bag and tried to keep quiet. So let's see what happens next. That evening, after I had finished the rest of my homework, the note about the essay caught my eye. I began thinking about the subject while chewing the tip of my fountain pen. Anyone could ramble on and leave big spaces between the words, but the trick was to come up with convincing arguments to prove the necessity of the chalking. So, So, as you all know that Mr. Keesing gave Annie that she has to write an essay on the topic chatterbox. So, chatter means somebody who talks a lot. So, in the evening after finishing her homework, she's thinking about the essay. That what should I write in the essay? So she starts thinking about the essay, and when she was thinking about the essay, she was chewing her fountain pen, tip of the fountain pen. I hope you all know fountain pen. Earlier, uh, earlier we used fountain pen, which you put ink. So fountain pen is an old pen which was discovered earlier in initial stage. I hope you know that. So she's thinking about the topic that what should she write about the topic, the chatterbox. So she's saying that if I were somebody else, so I would write anything with leaving space just to fulfill my answers, but I don't have to do that. I have to prove something. So she's thinking that I have to write a perfect essay so that my teacher can understand why I talk so much. Okay, so I thought, and suddenly I had an idea. I wrote the 3 pages Mr. Keesing had assigned me and was satisfied. I argued that talking is a student's trait and that I would do my best to keep it under control, but that I would never be able to cure myself about the habit since my mother talked as much as I did, if not more, and that there is not much you can do about the inherent traits. So Annie's thinking about the topic. She thought so much. She thought, and then suddenly she had idea. So she had something in her mind, and then she starts to write the essay. So she filled 3 pages, which Mr. Keating has assigned, and she was now satisfied with her work that she has completed. And she argued that talking is students' trait. Its quality of talking. Students should talk. They should question. So yes, students should question, they should talk, but the talk should not be unnecessary. So she's saying that it's not only I talk, my mother also talks. So it's in my gene, it's inherited from my mother. So she's saying that my mother used to talk a lot, so that's why I also talk a lot. So let's see what happens next. Mr. Keesing had a good laugh at my arguments, but when I proceeded to talk my way through the next lesson, he assigned me a second essay. This time it was supposed to be an incorrigible chatterbox. So I handed it in, and Mr. Keesing had nothing to complain about for 2 whole lessons. However, during the third lesson, he had finally had enough, and he franked, as punishment for talking in class, write an essay entitled "Quack Quack Quack," said Mistress Chatterbox. So there was one word, incorrigible. So something that cannot be corrected, usually a bad quality. So here what happens that when when the girl Annie showed her argument, when the girl Annie showed essay to Mr. Keesing, and Mr. Keesing laughed a lot. He had a good laugh after seeing that essay, and then she starts to talk for the next lesson, and in the next lesson, he again gave one uh, essay on the topic incorrigible chatterbox. So that happened, and then she again wrote that for 2 lessons, and at last, Mr. Casing gave "Quack, quack, quack," said Mistress Chatterbox. So, Mr. Casing is still not happy with Annie because she still talks so much in the class. As you can see in this picture, that Mr. Casing is scolding or talking to Annie that why do you talk so much in the class? She has very bad habit of talking so much in the class. So next is the class road. I had to laugh too, though I had nearly exhausted my ingenuity on the topic of chatterboxes. It was time to come up with something else, something original. My friend Sani, who is good at poetry, offered to help me write the essay from beginning to end in verse, and I jumped for joy. Mr. Keesing was trying to play a joke on me with this ridiculous subject, but I had made sure that the joke was on him. So what happened, student, that Mr. Keesing is so much irritated with this girl, so he used to give topics which are kind of insult to the girl, like chatterbox, quack quack, Miss Chatterbox. So these topics are very insulting. So she decided that I will write whatever Mr. Keesing is given, so that it will not be my insult, it will be Mr. Keesing's insult. That whatever he is giving to me, I am writing that. So now she is very much bored because she has written so much about Chatterbox and all, so many essays on Chatterbox. So it was time to do something else, something original, something which she likes. So Annie's friend Sani suggested that why don't you write a poetry? So he said that you should write one poem on some topic. So that was it. Okay. Ingenuity means original and inventions. So I hope you understood till here. We have covered our class till now, and I hope you have understood each and every line. If you have any confusion, you are welcome. You can ask, and make sure that you understand each and every line and whatever homework I have given yesterday. I hope you have completed it. Today I will send answers also. Please match it and correct if required. Okay. So thank you so much for participating.